Hi all my friends. I ended up seeing two guys today regarding the Shackle. And but anyway, so I ended up seeing a 4x4 guy and I got a tip to see someone who, you know, does that kind of work because they're always putting lift kits and they're changing the suspension and everything like that on those kind of rigs. And so that was a dead end. The guy looked underneath and I mean, not totally. I mean, he said he probably could do it, but it would cost me a lot of money if he tried to get in there and finagle something in there. He said bad design. It's like when they made that extension, they should have extended the, the body framing along out with the rear end, and they didn't. And so basically what the shackle is connected to is like sheet metal, thick sheet metal, but still sheet metal. And so not one of the best things to obviously to connect a shackle to. So anyways, yeah, so he gave me a tip for another guy, and then that turned out to be a dead end. So he referred me to someone else. So, but I didn't see the second guy, I just talked to him, or the connection. But the actual second person I saw, he came out and looked at the vehicle. And I mean, everybody is saying, wow, they just, it was not a good design on the way they did the rear end extension of the, all the rear suspension and everything. So, yeah. So, and everything's tight in there, tight around the wheels. It's creating a lot of problems around the dualies. And so anyways, and the second guy was saying this place that I'm going to tomorrow that I have the appointment with in the morning is really my best hope. It's a truck and repair place, and it's where Camping World referred me to go over there. So anyways, but yeah, so I'm tired though. I got up and trying to take care of this. I haven't been sleeping well, even though I'm trying to keep my spirits up, and it's still been amazing to, have Kent to lean on through this. He's my my angel. But yeah, deep down, it's concerning, but I've been waiting to get through this appointment tomorrow and see how it goes. All right, so just kind of take you along with me through the ups and downs. I'm not always bubbling up all the time, but I do try to stay pretty positive, and no use getting upset until I know for a fact yeah, that I'm hitting nothing but dead ends, but so there's still hope in tomorrow's appointment. All right, so I'll let you guys know tomorrow how things go. It's the end of the night and I'm tired, as it probably shows, and I'm just going to go hit the sack and get up early, 9 a.m., and hoping for the best now. Any good thoughts, prayers, everything out there that, something can be worked out, or I get sent to someone that could really finally take care of this problem. All right, so good night for right now, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll see what happens. Well, it is the next day, and I didn't get much sleep. It's pretty much when I have a lot on my mind. It will affect my sleeping, obviously, pattern. So, but I might hold it together on the outside, but I think I just still hold it all in here, that's just the way I am. So anyways, because I knew I was running out of options and types of places to fix this. And so everybody kept saying truck or body repair kind of places. But anyway, so I get down there, and so I met Bob, and I'll mention the place after everything's all done of where I went to. So he's 70 years old, and he's been doing this for over 30 years, working on repairs and trucks and, you know, this kind of stuff, and RVs, and I saw a lot of RVs there. And but yeah, so he came out and looked at it, and he totally agreed with the other two guys that what a Mickey Mouse you know, assembly that they did in there of that whole leaf spring shackle, you know, shock assembly system. It's just what a Mickey Mouse way that they attached it underneath the body. So yeah, so but the good news is he said he can do it. Okay, the bad news is that it's going to be very expensive. He's $95 an hour, and it's going to take a good day's work, you know, but I do have the money, so that's the good news. We're going from, you know, good news, bad news, good news. But it just, you know, also breaks my heart, because what if someone was in this situation, or this van or type of van, and with poor design they get hit with something like this? I mean, it's pretty sad, you know. It's just one of those things that we don't think about, or even us girls out there getting a rig, you know. We don't know enough about rigs to go underneath and, you know, see how in the heck a rig is put together, you know, and the shock system and rear shock system assembly, and we don't think about those kind of things. And so how crazy, right? But anyways, yeah, my heart goes out to anybody who would be in this situation with no money to fix it. I mean, they would be sitting, I mean, because they're telling me don't drive this thing too much longer in this condition. But yeah, so anyways, I am going to show you some of the videos and underneath, and so you'll get a better idea of what I'm looking at and what I'm facing. And it probably is why maybe they stopped making this rig after about like 2003. Dodge no longer makes this, but really all they had to do was kind of fix that rear end situation. The extension is a great idea, and the dualies and everything, and I like it this because of the dualies. But you know, who knew that they would just do a poor design? But they should have just kind of maybe redid that. You know, I don't know what the reasons were, but anyways, after it's all fixed though, I should have a top-notch van. You know. All right, so let's go look at those clips that I have. Before we get to the clips of the underneath of the van, I do want to remind everybody that if you see real time in my title, that is currently happening right now. But if you don't see that, and you obviously see me traveling, those are past videos. They could be anywhere from, you know, a couple of weeks to a month behind, okay? I do a couple of weeks for safety, but I got a little bit behind because of all the things that I got hit when I got back home. So again, videos of traveling, I'm still trying to get back home. That's about the end of May time. Before my June 7th doctor appointment, okay? So the van issues is current, so look for real time again in that in the title. All right, so let's go look at the actual videos of what's going on underneath my van, okay? Sorry for the confusion. Okay, I'm gonna try to film this the best I can, but where they originally attached the shackle, there wasn't any place for them to properly secure it to the heavy-duty part of the body of the frame. So they went in through the underneath. I don't know if it's going to come out too well this way, but it's almost like sheets of metal that aren't really very thick. That has been one of my problems. And so, there it is there, sorry. So, it's just these sheets of metal that they bolted this to rather than actually to something of substantial of the like a frame piece like this is what it should really be, to a solid piece of metal, not to bolted to a bunch of sheets like this. So this is why it gave away. So this is the broken one that's flipped up when this should be secured to this piece here. So that has been my issue. Okay. All right. So hopefully this comes out. I'll come look at this before I make my video for you all. Okay, so this is the good side, okay, where the shackle is attached to the leaf spring, which the other side is still attached to the leaf spring. Okay, that's the leaf spring right there. But here is the attachment part. Problem is right in here, where this is attached up in here. So it's just a matter of time that this is going to give away, because there's nothing substantial up in here. It should be, like I said, to some solid piece of metal. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do this. It should be to some kind of piece of metal like this that's, you know, really substantial. But all this part in here that they've attached this to is not very strong. And actually, see, there's part of the metal, you can see that this part is coming through. It's just actually sheets of metal. And so, and then that just gave away on the other side, which caused this to come down and flip. But this part here is not very thick. It's sheets of metal. It just blows me away of the whole Mickey Mouse design, you know, that they came from this piece and then just came in with a bunch of like a sheets of metal and attached this to. And obviously with all the pressure that's coming from the wheel, that just gave away. And that's what you're seeing on the other side. Hey, one other thing I want to show you guys. So if you notice that this is the wheels, right? If you notice this line here, this is the cap, okay? Where they took a van of this length and chassis and everything, and then they extended it. So this is the extension part, okay? And so when you go underneath where I just showed you, this is the good side. Okay, so there's the dualies and the wheels and everything and the axle. And so this is where they attach, see, is under, obviously beyond the wheels. And then that's where the leaf spring and everything. So see how that's attached underneath the section that has the extension. And that is where the problem has been, is the way they went beyond this extension part. You know. Okay, so now I'll flip the camera around. All right, so you can kind of see the situation that I'm in. And but at least I can breathe because I have someone who can fix it. But anyway, so they're going to start the work on Thursday, and if I do have to stay the night, I can do that there because they're going to accommodate me, so I'll still get the rig back to be able to sleep in it, and because they know I'm full-time, and but I may be there through Friday. They're also going to look at the front end, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel my appointment with Midas and about the ball joints and the tie rods, and I still think that Midas was like way too much money, so I don't feel comfortable paying that kind of money, especially with everything else going on. I'm sure I can get it done a little bit cheaper, so they'll give me a quote and go from there. And but yeah, so I will keep you posted at the end of the week how everything goes, and I'll keep some of the clips that I have, especially of the broken side, and do a before and after of what they've done and the changes. Okay, all right, so until then, I will see you all in the next video, and I love you all very much.